Hello, hello. So, Season 4 has arrived. So in this video, I'm gonna be going over everything that's changed about Akuma. Tell you if it's a buff or nerf, what that impacts, and my overall opinion on how he is. I played him all day yesterday to get a feel for these changes. And I haven't talked to the other Akuma mains. I am again the one that disagrees with everyone else, but you can make your own opinion. Alright, so let's get started. So first of all, we've got Demon Flip Free. It used to do 21 damage, it does 17. It's a pretty substantial nerf. Considering there's also a general scaling nerf in combos, that does nerf your damage by quite a bit. Next, we have the EXDP. Before, if you got a counter hit, this would be the animation. Well, now it always does that animation. So you might get some more damage in neutral, but you used to get a wall combo occasionally because it would do basically the same as the DP2. And if you're close to the wall, alright, let's get there. Like close but not too close, like right there, you would get a wall combo, perhaps like stuff like that. You can use your bar, you can use a rage art, much more free. So a bit of a nerf in one specific situation, but a buff overall. Alright. Next, we have the jumping EX Tatsu. This move. It used to do 10 damage, it now does 20. They didn't make it any more useful. I don't recommend you do that. Apart for like Geese doing a fireball full screen or Eliza, you can like jump over and from quite far and launch them. She's a bit small though, but it's doable. Next, we have a pretty big buff. It's down forward 1. Now leaves the opponent closer, much closer on hit. Like you're basically in clean hit range. They can backdash after it and not be in clean hit range, right? But it's dangerous. They mess up the backdash. You get your usual Akuma stuff. So yeah, that's a pretty substantial buff. No damage nerf, no frames changes or whatever. Down 4-1 leaves you much closer on hit. So yeah, huge buff on that end. Next we have this move, the down forward 1+2. It does 20 damage, used to do 23. That's not major. Next we have a pretty big nerf, I do have to say. Down 3. It's now -4, which means that you can no longer interrupt down forward 1s with double down jabs. Just do this, it's a double down jabs. If they try to take advantage away from you, you could basically launch them. Or if you didn't have bar, do a pretty good chunk of damage. It worked great at the wall. Now that setup is now, it doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. But we can live with that. It's also become, sorry, I gotta set it to block all. Yeah. It's also, sorry, -13 on block. So some characters now can punish you more heavily, but down 3 is not a move that gets punished a lot, because, you know, people are scared of cancels. They're kind of looking out more for that. So they'll probably have more time to do like while standing 4s, unless it's like tip range, which they might whiff. So yeah, that's more unsafe and worse on hit. Unfortunate. And next we have a huge buff. Basically down 4 has more range. It used to hit from about 240-ish, something like that. It used to hit from there. Now it hits at 260. A bit over 260. But it's gonna depend on, yeah, 265 it hits. Depends on the character's hitbox in front. Alright, Kunimitsu's hitbox is kind of small, but Yeah, see, I did 265 earlier, it worked, now it's not. But yeah, about 260-ish. So that's a pretty huge buff. It was already a great move, making it even better. That's great. Next we have back one, which was your main launcher, right? You would do this, you know, this obviously. And now since these two moves do less damage, your combo damage has been dramatically nerfed, unfortunately. Right, this used to be the combo. Like, look at that damage. That's terrible, right? But your new combo will now be this, right? You sidestep right and you do focus. You'll cover a bit of the lost damage from the second one, but it's still a substantial damage nerf. That's where the other Akuma mains say this is too much. It's a really big nerf. But with the other tools he's gotten, I think it kind of balances out. I need more time with it, to be honest. Next we have running one. Alright, this move. It's now +6 on block. Can maybe pressure at the wall, but it doesn't track and it's a high. I don't like this move. I'm gonna try and use at the wall, see how my opponents behave behind it. But it's a buff. It is a buff, but it's not great. Next we have wall standing free. It used to do 12 damage. Now it does 17. No, sorry. It used to do 17. Now it does 12. A reason for that is our next change. Basically, EX Tatsu, right? This move used to be terrible. Used to do very little damage, and you couldn't really move very well after it, so just comboing off of it was very awkward, right? Right now, I can move pretty quick after it, right? You can do the level 2 focus, but yeah. Because before you used to do this, now you do this. Which gives you a better 13 frame mid launcher, right? Like this is probably still the better option, alright? But you can only punish highs with that. And that has been nerfed because, you know, this is nerfed. So yeah, EX Tatsu is basically it's the biggest change to his moveset. Because it changes his punishment. Again, jab DP, it's the same as while saying free DP. You now want to do jab into EX Tatsu, which gives him more damage than he used to. Alright? See. I'm still not used to it. But yeah, 1, 2, 3. And the wall made it so that I can get my combo. But that is the combo. So you get more damage off of your staple 10 frame. Which is great. But your maximum 10 frame has been nerfed, right? Because it used to be this, right? It's a just frame, right? And now it does like either one more or one less damage than just doing this, which is not hard. This combo is not difficult. I'm dropping it, but just trust me, it's not hard. So you get about 68-ish, and with this, now you would do. Let's make it fair. Let's do the focus at least. See, that's less damage. That's actually less damage. It's ridiculous. You do a just frame, and it's less damage. Like, there's still uses in doing that, because like at the wall, you can punish a 10 frame a bit harder. It's not like cancelling after that is useless now. Because you can do maybe, if you want to do just frame and shit, you can do 4-3 at the wall to get a better wall splat and a better combo. But yeah, overall, this is your new 10 frame, and that's your biggest change. It used to be 6, 6, 6, 20 for the damage. Now it's 10, 10, 10, 20. So a big damage increase. The frame advantage when blocked on the 4th hit is now -8 instead of -12. But if you go test it out, you might be thinking, oh, but it says -18. Well, that's because the last hit whiffs. On most characters. Jack blocks it, and it jails. Jack cannot punish you if you do an EX Tatsu. It's not a great move, right? Because there's no like invincibility. It does come out in 10 frames though, so that's good. You can maybe the Jack matchup's a bit better, right? Because you could punish his down forward too. Because sorry, this has decent-ish range, right? Maybe something like that. You could probably, well, Jack has a chunky hitbox. I'm talking about Jack, so whatever. You could probably punish his down forward too with this. And let's say you messed up and he like blocked the second hit. He would have to block the last hit and it would be safe. So that's something to think about. Because yeah, they shorten the recovery time so that you can move better. And they changed the advantage when blocked from -12 to -8. So yeah, that doesn't really do much because, like I said, most characters, whatever. But this is your new move. He does have a real new move, which I'm about to show. But we Akuma players have decided that EX Tatsu was so useless before that this is the new move. In the changes, you might notice during Izen Kyaku quarter circle back 3+4, that's when you do the EX Tatsu from this. Right. They gave it the same advantages as the regular EX Tatsu. Because it used to be more minus. And you used to be able to move a lot less after it. Like they had to shorten the recovery time by 7 frames for it to be now good. But yeah, still, I don't recommend it. There's usually not enough time to confirm it's gonna hit. It happens. At the wall, you can do this, right? Oh, depending on the characters, right? You can do. Fuck, I did it without even trying. Alright, I did it. You saw it the first time I did it. It doesn't work on every character without the wall. Kunimitsu is very short, so it works on her and Ling. With no walls, you can do. Okay, you saw it. Trust me. Whatever. But I'm gonna show you the real new move. It is not very good. Basically, you used to be able to only do fireballs, right, when you do a regular jump, not when you do a demon flip. Or when you do a demon flip now, you can do an EX fireball. Only the EX one though. Which means you can maybe play with your timings a bit more. I don't know. I'm trying to delay it as much as possible. It's not easy. Yeah. You gotta do the QCF really early. Like buffer the QCF and then you'll do the 1+2. So maybe you could do that. Because you do get a launch, right? If it hits. Right? An easy launch. I think most of the time this will be used when they block the this, right? They'll try to anti-air you. And like you do the double fireballs. Because there's no use in combos. Like you can do combos from it, but it's not good. It's a use of bar for very little damage. So yeah, while standing 2, it gets blocked. Like, oh man, my 50-50 between down 3 and while standing 2. And you want to add a layer of safety, you can try that. I did it yesterday, my opponent tried to jab me, and he could have got launched for trying to jab me. If they do the correct thing of stepping and jabbing, they won't get launched, or at least they shouldn't get launched, but it might still hit them, because the EX fireballs are quite thick. They can clip a stepping opponent if he's very close to you. If he jabs, you'll like put his arm in, and that will occasionally get clipped. But yeah, that's how it goes. You just got a new layer of safety. It's a new option. It's nice, but it's really not very good. It's really not. But so yeah, Here's all the nerfs and buffs. Basically, huge damage nerf, like very substantial damage nerf. It now makes it so that for some people the optimal combo is just to go for this. Instead of too hard or back one, it's very hard. Just do EX Tatsu, which, since he's one of the... Like, we Akuma players pride ourselves on being able to do difficult combos, but now they're getting close to unnecessary. Does that make the character worse? No, I don't think it does. It makes him maybe less interesting, but it doesn't make him worse in terms of like tier list and winning. Because like the down 4 buff, it for me is a huge buff, and down forward 1, again, huge buff. Especially at the wall. I said you could backdash, right? You can't backdash at the wall. And before, it used to push you back a bit. So there, you get a proper 50-50. You don't need to dash anymore. And I think that is a big buff. So yeah. I personally think he's come out of this patch very slightly better off, is what I'm going with that. You're free to disagree. I'm open to discussion on this one. Not like I was before. Like some patches, I was against everyone. I was like, no, I'm not budging. With this, it's up for debate. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this. Now that the online is actually good, I will be streaming on my Twitch a lot more. Link in the description. Hope you all have a good day, and goodbye.